Welcome to the Hoof GP.
This cow has a serious problem
on one of her front feet, and we're just about to find out exactly what that problem is.
This is a sore cow.
And this is the Hoof GP. Make sure you crush that subscribe button right now so that you can join the herd and follow the journey of cows just like this. So we've just trimmed 51 cows at this farm. We're here every 4 weeks. There's hardly any problems with those ones down there. But this cow
is a different story altogether.
She's in what we call the sick pen or the hospital pen because she's feeling her feet and the farmer doesn't want her to have to walk too far.
Having said that, she seems keen to get her feet down. Ouchie. So that, my friends, is toe necrosis. This is the corium, and it's become all bulbous. It's sticking out the end of her toe. The bone inside this part of the foot will be completely rotten and broken away probably. Just imagine walking around with that sticking out your foot.
This is one of the most extreme problems that we encounter. Toe necrosis, which basically means the toe is dead.
So we're going to try and stay away from the live tissue, but remove all of the overburdening horn that's not attached.
Please take note that she is already bleeding, and I have not caused that.
Believe it or not, I'm not actually going to try and fix this, which sounds completely absurd, doesn't it? I'll explain in a second.
Working on feet like this is hard and it really tests your patience. I want to make sure I don't hurt the cow in any way at all. I'm acutely aware that she's already in pain, so even just having the foot lifted in the air, never mind just standing still, actually is hurting her foot. She's in pain 24 hours a day, 7 days a week right now, and it's my job to make her more comfortable. That doesn't always mean fixing her. I would love to fix her, I really would, but it's out of my hands. Cows like this can be fixed, of a sort, but it requires intense and invasive surgery, and that is the jurisdiction of a vet, not a hoof trimmer.
Trying to slice down the inside of this axial wall and keep away from the flesh. She's already in pain and I don't want to add to that dilemma.
If you look closely right now, you might notice a difference about my knife. This is a one-sided blade, and I'm deliberately using that because the back of the knife is not sharp. But even so, every time it touches the corium or rubs against it in the wrong way at all, leads to slightly more bleeding. Leaving this sharp and raggedy horn though, is only going to cause more damage in the long term.
So I'm using the nippers here to snip away the end of this hoof horn here, just because it'll be catching on that exposed corium. Now I'm not cutting live tissue here, I promise. Look, I worry you think I'm talking rubbish, you know, folks. There is that piece of horn. I'll clean it off for you. See all the little black lines in that black part of the hoof horn? If you look there, you can see this is not live in any way. But also, if you look really close at that black bit, you can see the lamina. That's part of the attachment that attaches to the lamina corium. That's how the actual hoof horn is attached to the inside of the cow's foot. But you can see this bit's not, which is why it needed to come off. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to try and fix this cow's foot. I wish I could, I genuinely wish I could, but there is no way for me as a professional hoof trimmer to be able to fix something like this. You would need to cut all of this tissue away completely, remove this portion of the hoof horn, and then, even then, you wouldn't be aiming to completely heal it all. You'd be aiming for a solid end to her foot so that it wasn't hurting anymore, but she would still be uncomfortable. If we look before we stick the block on, look how much that is sticking up. If we put one block on, it would still probably be sticking out past the hoof. So in this case, we're BoviBonding on 2 blocks to completely elevate the sore one up off the ground. Our jobs here are to functionally trim her. So she came in very sore. My job is to try and make her more comfortable and promote healing if I can. We will have promoted the healing process very, very slightly, but it is only slightly. This will need vet intervention. There's no doubt about it. So we're using rubber blocks here because this is a long-term problem. And if we use wooden blocks, they would wear out too quickly. This will give her the best chance of pain relief possible. And then we're going to wrap the inside claw with iodine to try and dry that area up and stop it from bleeding eventually. Again, another reminder, it was bleeding when she came in. We haven't worsened this, we've made her more comfortable. Or at least that's the hope. Now that looks sore. We're going to absolutely soak this in iodine, which will dry out the outer layers of this live tissue and allow, hopefully, fresh, more sound horn to grow underneath. But like I said, vet intervention would be the best course of action here, without a doubt. And that's why we'll tell the farmer exactly how bad this cow is so that he can get her fixed up as quickly as possible.
Unfortunately, folks, there's not going to be a miraculous outro from this cow, but I'm happy in the knowledge that we've done all we can for her.
So she's back in her hospital pen, hopefully feeling a little bit better. This has been the Hoof GP, and you've been awesome. Thanks, guys. Catch you later. Bye-bye.